this is important for me. This is part of what I want to do, is share some of the insights that I think people need to have in order to be successful market gardeners. So first of all, these are indeterminate tomato plants. And that means that they'll grow endlessly. When we're finished at the end of the season, we have plants that are 20 foot long, and every week they'll grow to about 10, 12 inch when they're in the right conditions. And they are, because they're in a greenhouse, they have optimal climate, they have the amount of water that they need, and we also give them all the training and the support that they have to, which is the plant is growing on a string. The string is connected to a wire that's above in the greenhouse, and when the plant starts to grow, at one point it hits the wire, and then we'll lower and lean them and start anew. And every week our work in the greenhouse is to come and take the suckers out. We'll twist the plant around the main string so that it's going up and straight. And at one point, we'll also remove some of the lower leaves. We'll go not with these, because these are cherry tomatoes, but for the beef, we'll also count the number of fruit per clusters, making sure that the plant is not overloading. So when you put all these things together, the plant density is really important. We have optimal plant density in this greenhouse, and the limiting factor for growth becomes light availability, because these plants are so tight together. That's how we get to maximize revenue per square foot and really make a killing with these tomatoes. So light becomes the limiting factor, and that's why we have these white plastics on the ground, because they reflect more light and it makes a difference. And so you'll see a lot of seasoned growers that are planting tomatoes in soil that have white flooring, and it's because of that. But here we also see that it's white on black. And that also plays an important role, because the black plastic keeps the soil like a mulch would do. So it's a plastic mulch, and it keeps the moisture here. And you'll see there's a lot of life. Because the soil is covered, it creates just a perfect environment for earthworms to thrive, to come up and down, chew the organic matter that we're laying in the ground every second week with the compost that we're putting, with the alfalfa meal that we're putting. And it keeps the drip moist, it keeps the drip protected, but it creates this little micro environment that's really good for all the earthworms and the microbial life that's in the ground. You know, in the forest, if you take all the leaves, you'll see there's a lot of life. Covered soil is healthy soil. And that's why these plastic, they play this double role. We're putting more sun so that we can have optimal density. And as you see in this greenhouse, there's just a lot of production. And we have the black plastic on the other side, which keeps all of our ecology really thriving and really happy, which is important because we're pumping a lot of these tomatoes.